Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the men's basketball program at Trinity Christian College in Palos Heights. With me today, we're fortunate to grab a few minutes with Coach Hawkins. I know he has to get practice going, but Coach Jason Hawkins, thank you very much for taking the time. It's kind of exciting. I know you're at the front end of your season, and we want to hear about how things are going and how you feel about going forward through it. But how about a little bit about yourself first, your background as a coach?
A little bit about me, but I'm super excited to be here today. Super excited that you have me here. My background as a coach, I played college basketball at Valparaiso University. I got my first coaching job right out of college as a graduate assistant at Valparaiso University. Had an amazing mentor and coach, Coach Homer Drew, who's in the College Basketball Hall of Fame right now, and played for him for 3 years. And then my senior year in college, I played for Scott Drew, who's the head coach at Baylor University. Played for him for 1 year. He went to Baylor University. Homer Drew came out of retirement, and then I started coaching, and I've been coaching for the last 19 years now.
It sounds like you've had some tremendous role models in your background and some incredibly positive influences. Very fortunate for you, and glad you're at Trinity now, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, super excited to be here.
All right, then let's, how about, I know you've had a few games. Do you want to talk about where you're at in the season, how things have gone how things have gone so far and what it looks like going forward here?
Yeah, going forward, we started the season out 3-0. Right now, we're 3-2. We dropped our last 2 games, but we've got a game this Saturday, and we're looking to get back on the winning track. We have a young group of guys right now. We start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior. So we're looking forward to the rest of the season.
Let's say that's a little bit of a trial by fire. They're going to have to grow through that experience, to me, one of the challenges to basketball is it's a little bit like running a marathon, high-intensity sport on game day, but hopefully you're active into March, right, deep into March. How about talk about the players? So you mentioned it sounds like a young team. Can you talk about who some of the key players are and the role they play in the team?
Yeah, key players this year, we have a sophomore guard, transfer guard from Morden Junior College, J.R. Cezone. He's leading our conference in scoring right now. We have a couple freshmen post players, some forwards. Troy Glover, he's doing well for us, and then we have Brady Larup, who's a sophomore, who's playing some heavy minutes for us and doing a really good job so far.
Good, and that's exciting to hear. And then in terms of where you're sitting, when does you haven't had a conference game yet? When does that begin?
We actually, our first game of the year, we have the biggest conference in the NAI, and our first game of the year was a conference game. So we played Cardinal Stritch, won that one, and then we had a conference game the last couple a week ago against Calumet College. So we've played 3. We're 1-2 in the conference, 3-2 overall.
Okay, and then going forward in the season, I imagine you got some tournaments coming up. Do you want to talk about what are either the big games for you, big tournaments, the matchups? They're all important, but especially these for whatever reason.
I think you just answered that best. They are all important. We know that every game is important, and we can't pick one. So we just take it one game at a time. That's the cliche coach answer, but we just take it one game at a time, and because you're not promised the next. So everyone's important.
Right. I was going to say, matter of fact, the only game you have is the next one, right? That's it. And I know it's a long season, and hopefully everybody is hitting on all cylinders and they're healthy, and you're getting after it this year. Let's take just how about a little bit about. I'm going to kind of pivot away from the season, the team a little bit. What do you like best about your job, or especially as a coach?
I think the best part of my job, I coach because I had some really awesome coaches. I talked about Coach Homer Drew. I talked about Coach Scott Drew. Those guys just really care about their players. My junior high basketball coach, this is a true story, is one of my assistants. He was my assistant coach 15 years ago when I was the head coach at Calumet College as well. But Coach Ulrich was a great coach, and then I've had some other great high school coaches. But the best part of the job is being able to care for young people and mold them into young men to be productive citizens. That's what it's all about.
It is, and I was a coach too. I would agree with you 100%. One of the best parts about coaching is watching them grow and develop as young men, right? And hopefully the best positive way that they can, the best version of themselves. Right. And to see that happen through learning to be competitive also, right? But part of a bigger picture. You've thrown out some names. Maybe one of those names is going to come back. A final question for you. Especially, I think, as a coach, I think all people need inspiration in their life, but as a coach, it's part of, the drive, I think, and motivating athletes. How about a person of inspiration for you?
I think a person of inspiration. There's so many people that have been such a positive effect on my life. I think I have to go with my parents. I got to go with mom and dad. Those are the first people that really like poured into me. I mean, I had coaches from junior high to high school to college. I had a lot of great coaches and mentors. But I got to give a shout out to my mom and dad. I think they'll like that right now during the holiday season.
No, I'm going to tell you, I hear that answer every now and then. I feel like, that's a blessing, right? That to think that you have that type of support around you, that you grew up with that type of support around you and that kind of love. And then obviously between the coaches and your parents, it's sent you on hopefully a long and wonderful career, and you're after it now, Coach, thank you very much. Wish you guys luck coming up real quick here and through the season, and hopefully kids have a great experience and experience a lot of success this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Go Trolls.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching Spotlight. Spotlight's been on the men's basketball program at Trinity Christian College in Palos Heights. Thank you for watching.